Welcome to a mini kill count. It can be non-canonical or whatever, because I just thought it'd be fun to look at Sabrina Carpenter's music video for her latest single, Taste. Listen, I'm a guy who loves my pop girlies, from Madonna and Kylie to Carly and Chapel. But even though she's been making music for 10 years, I never checked out Sabrina Carpenter until her massive summer hit, Espresso. Carpenter's latest single is Taste, the third from her album Short and Sweet after Espresso and Please Please Please. The song's lyrics are aimed at an ex-boyfriend's new lover, with Carpenter insisting that every time the new chick kisses him, she'll be tasting her. You can listen to the song for yourself, but I can't include any of it in this video because that shit would get copyright claimed so fast. On August 23rd, Carpenter released the music video for Taste. It was directed by Dave Meyers, a Grammy-winning music video and commercial director who's also done a few films, among them the 2007 remake of the horror film The Hitcher. Maybe that's why he was chosen for Taste, which has plenty of horror elements. While its main influence is the 1992 black comedy Death Becomes Her, the Taste video has nods to all sorts of horror movies, and not just the obvious ones either. The casting caps off the horror credentials. The ex-boyfriend is played by Rowan Campbell, who was everyone's favorite character, Corey Cunningham, in Halloween Ends, and the rival woman is played by Jenna Ortega, who's been in so much horror media, I've lost track by now. Also, she's heard of this channel.
Oh, you're Dead Meat.
Yeah.
Nice.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I just feel like I've seen you guys on Twitter. I feel like you guys are cool.
Oh,
cool.
Thank you.
The two women met during their time on Disney, when Ortega was on Stuck in the Middle and Carpenter starred in Girl Meets World. For this video, I'll be counting what would be kills under normal circumstances. The world of this video has a Looney Tunes logic, and people survive plenty of things they shouldn't. But don't let that fool you. This is surprisingly violent and gory for a music video by a pop star. I love it. Let's get to the kills. And don't worry, I'll keep it short and sweet. The music video begins with an early morning arsenal. Ha, no slim pickings here. Oh, and peep the duct tape from the Please 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 music video. I guess this is Teddy Berry Keoghan. Carpenter puts her face on so she can face off against Jenna Ortega. But her sharpest tool fails to find flesh. Her ex-boyfriend's new ex-girlfriend turns the tables and boomsticks her right off the balcony. Went full bodega Ghostface on her ass. She winds up impaled on the white picket fence below. So, first point goes to Jenna, but Sabrina ties it up by throwing a knife into her rival's eye. Man, I love the latest update to Sea of Thieves. The picket fence death is a reference to Ginger Snaps, another horror property starring two female co-leads. Got the middle finger going and everything. Great work by special effects makeup artist Chloe Sens, who competed on Face Off in 2014. In a hospital, Sabrina receives a fence lift that leaves her with an express hole in her body. This wound is a direct reference to Death Becomes Her, which serves as the main inspiration for the video as a whole. Just like the music video, the film sees two immortal women battle over a man, with Ortega the Goldie Hawn to Carpenter's Meryl Streep. They both largely take place in a fancy mansion, and feature plenty of body damage to their beautiful co-leads. Despite being more than 30 years old, most of the movie's effects hold up today. Not surprising, given it won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. Jenna returns sporting an eye patch and a nurse's uniform, looking just like Elle Driver in Kill Bill. It's the video's second reference to Quentin Tarantino. The opening disclaimer used the same font as Pulp Fiction's credits and marketing materials. Ortega gives Carpenter a please please paddling, ultimately flatlining her with some shots to the dome. This seems like a clear reference to Jill Roberts getting put down in Scream 4. That night, Sabrina interrupts the couple's face-touching sesh with some voodoo doll destruction, a Dewey Domela style. One of Jenna Ortega's moves here looks just like Meryl Streep's in Death Becomes Her. I was also reminded of that movie's great physical comedy when Sabrina got shot out the window. Ragdolls are great. A voodoo spinal pop leaves Ms. Ortega rubbernecking, but she chucks a Sabrina doll into the fireplace, turning Carpenter into campfire kindling. The nonsense continues as Sabrina attacks the couple in the shower. It's a double Easter egg here, referencing both Psycho's famous shower scene and an outfit in Addams Family Values. Sabrina's rocking that Cusack look. Ortega takes off Carpenter's arm with a sickle slice. Rowan doesn't like it. Jenna chases Sabrina down the stairs and then strangles her with her own arm. Stop choking yourself! Stop choking yourself! I love Jenna's little smile there. She celebrates with a poolside makeout with her beau, only for him to turn into Sabrina during a camera spin. She responds by going Texas Chainsaw and cutting into Sabrina's stomach. She falls into the pool and bleeds out, leaving her looking a little bit like the body in the beginning of Sunset Boulevard. But I held off on a kill graphic since that wasn't Sabrina this time. Jenna actually killed off the hardy boyfriend during a hallucination of some kind. It's the only permanent death of the video. He gets a funeral and everything. The two ladies are left with each other, wearing similar outfits as Goldie and Meryl, but thankfully not all gross and decayed like they end up. The video takes the movie's subtle sapphic undertones and makes them a bit more prominent, since it ends with them walking off together while talking shit about their buried boyfriend.
Very insecure.
Very insecure. You kill me.
And history will say they were roommates. This kill count will finish off our summer. Hoping that this view count doesn't slumber. Now I've gotta get us to the numbers. There were 7 kills, kind of, in the Taste music video. The victims consisted of 2 Jenna Ortegas, 4 Sabrina Carpenters, and 1 unlucky Rowan Campbell. Taking a look at the pie chart, Sabrina had twice as many deaths as Jenna. Makes sense, it's harder to kill a Scream Queen. With a runtime of 199 seconds, the video had a kill on average every 28.42 seconds. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Sabrina's first death, where she goes off the balcony. Her severed arm strangling is also gory goodness, but I think the pectoral porthole edges it out. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Jenna's broken neck, since it's the only death that Meryl wore better. And that's it. Taste came out in 2024, and I think the music video makes the song even more enjoyable. We're back to our regularly scheduled programming on Friday with a full-length episode on Abigail. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this mini Kill Count on Taste. I mean, this video just came out a few days ago, and we all loved it here, and I thought, you know what, why don't we challenge ourselves and see if we could do a little Kill Count on it. It reminded me of the old days of just cranking them out real fast. Obviously much easier to do that with a 3-minute video as opposed to a full-length movie. But yeah, dude, I've been enjoying a lot of pop music lately. Chelsea and I got to see Madonna earlier this year in concert, which was definitely top 3 concert of all time for me. I've always loved her 80s stuff, but man, you need to listen to Ray of Light if you haven't. Ray of Light is like trip-hoppy and has some Eastern music influence. It's fucking rules, man. Get yourself comfortable however you like to and listen to that album with headphones. Mother Madge, we love you! I've been a huge fan of Carly Rae Jepsen for a long time, like over a decade. She is so much more than Call Me Maybe. Emotion is a perfect pop album. Go listen to it. Huge Chapel Roan fan. I don't think anything else needs to be said about her. Dua Lipa is just fucking phenomenal. Even if Radical Optimism isn't quite as great as Future Nostalgia, it's only because Future Nostalgia is like an all-timer. Just started recently listening to Kylie Minogue. Impossible Princess is fantastic, and Tension's got some fucking bangers on it, dude. Rina Sawayama is awesome if you want something a little bit heavier. And Jessie Ware, I've been listening to the stuff that I think she put out last year, which is very disco-y, kind of bossa nova-y. Really good stuff out there, man. And of course, Sabrina. And thank you so much, Sabrina, for making this awesome music video. And great music, too. Thanks, everyone. Be good people.